Hello Striders, welcome, I'm Binkabi, and this will be a deck tech with Polymorph in Modern. As I said in my top 10 underplayed Modern decks video, you could build this blue-white, you could build it blue-green. There is a couple of pros and cons for each version. You could probably build a completely different version as well, but I elected to go with blue-green just because it's, if you can say that, the most classic. Not necessarily the best, but... So what does the deck try to do? Well, it tries to get a token into play. We have 4 Colony Gardens, we have 4 Awakening Zones, and 4 Growth Spasms that can make tokens. Then we get to a bunch of mana and play Polymorph on a token that guarantees us to hit Emrakul. This we can do on turn 4. We could technically do it earlier, but this deck is more about searching up the pieces than playing a turn 3 or a turn 4 Emrakul is usually not that big a difference. We also have 2 Proteus Staff, which basically does the same. It's a repeatable source, but it's more expensive. But this one puts a creature on the bottom, and then they get to reveal until they get a creature, and that will always hit Emrakul as well. To protect ourselves, we have a couple of Spell Snares, Spell Pierce, Mana Leaks, and Remands. Our utility card is Cyclonic Rift because, well, we will have a lot of mana, so we can easily overload it if we need to. To find our stuff, we have 4 Serum Missions, 4 Peer Through Depths, 4 See Beyond. And See Beyond, again, makes you able to shuffle Emrakul back in. Other than that, it's a bunch of basics, a bunch of other lands. I don't have any Mr. Rainforests in here. I don't think you need them. You could easily exchange Gemstone Mine for Mr. Rainforest. The upside is that you get to thin your deck and the land will stay, most likely. The downside is that well, you take more damage, and Gemstone Mine doesn't require you to take any damage, so that's pretty good. That's more or less it. It's a very linear deck. If they can stop Emrakul, you're screwed. So there's that. For the sideboard, we have Mortapod. Another way to put a token into play, but also a very good interactive card. So really like that one. 3 Pithing Needle, stopping just everything that you don't like. I like the flexible sideboard cards. We have 2 Beastwood in, same thing here. They stop about everything, which is good. You could destroy one of your own permanents to get a beast. I least like the flexibility. I elected to go with Ground Seal against Graveyard synergies, since it cycles. Not sure that you need them, but, well, I threw them in here. A Mindbreak Trap if we're facing Storm. 2 Negates for counter spells and stuff, and then a few more creatures to choose from. Iona, really good against monocolor decks like Burn. Terastodon, good against like Lantern decks. It's kinda annoying to face like Ensnaring Bridge. Terastodon fix that problem for you. And Elish Norn, really good against some decks, not that great against others. That's why Elish Norn is in the sideboard. So it's a pretty brief deck tech, not much to say. You could easily rebuild this deck, like remove Remands, Mana Leaks, Spell Pierces, put in like Search for Tomorrow and Farseek, and make it more explosive. But I kinda like to have a Remand or 2 laying around, so there you have it. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you a couple of matches.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.